Yo. Let me get this chat pulled up. Okay, chat's pulled up. We're ready to rock and roll. What's up, Jalen? My boy said, "What's up, goat? What's up, goat?" Degenerates, what up? Hey, I already got. Look, we gotta have a talk. The plays today, they weren't good. I know this. You know this, right? We know these things. Any early plays? Oh yeah, yeah. Once we get a couple more people in here, I'm gonna switch to my Prize Pick screen, and we can talk about it. Okay. But let's talk about round one today. Round one today, I thought was gonna play like half a stroke over par, maybe a stroke over par. It hasn't rained in Augusta in weeks, basically. Not really, but like it's barely rained. So the course is firm and fast. I thought it was gonna play like a stroke over par. Somehow it played 2.6 strokes over par. If you can look here and see the hourly weather forecast, it was like 9 to 10 mile an hour winds. That's not a ton of weather, but they were just struggling. Just because the course is that fast and that firm. Tomorrow, it's a little bit less windy. I think it's going to play like 1.5 strokes over par. Maybe 2. I don't see it playing easier than 1.5 strokes over par. But let's go ahead and talk about the parlay. They removed one of my plays, but you can still see 3. Let me see if the other one's up. Okay, yeah, you guys can get the full parlay right now. If you go on your PrizePicks app, you can get the full parlay right now. Brian Campbell over 73.5 strokes. Danny Willett over 73.5 strokes. And then Sergio Garcia over 72.5. Brian Campbell is my favorite play by far. And then it's Sergio Garcia. And then it's Danny Willett. The Justin Thomas square is what I call a filler. So you can see the 3 PGA stroke props is 4.25x. If I take another over, they're only giving me 7x for that. I can't take 4 overs. It's not a good enough payout. So what I do is I try to find a square that's not related to overs or unders on golf strokes to avoid the payout nerf. Not to avoid it, to make it less hurtful. This Justin Thomas and Harry Hall square is something that caught my eye. I think it's a good 0.5 under. I'll explain why I like all these plays. But the first thing I want you guys to do is just go ahead and lock in this play. I played a unit on this. I also played it with a Pat Spencer over 16.5 P8. Okay, yeah, this is what I would do. If you're just now tuning in, I think this is the best parlay on the board. Brian Campbell, Danny Willett, Sergio Garcia, and Pat Spencer over 16.5 PA. Just bump 17, you can take 19.5 PRA at that point, okay? I took 16.5 points, though. Chalked me on the Twitter play. Yeah, the Twitter play was bad. That's what we were talking about. Luckily, I was able to see that it was playing really hard live, get the slip in on better for Discord, and we only lost 0.2 units, but I know the Twitter plays were terrible. That's just how golf correlation is. You can, if you watch when I bet on golf, every single time it's all strokes over or it's all strokes under, or it's all birdies over, all birdies under, because golf's severely correlated. If the course is playing super hard, every single person on this board basically is going to go over. There's going to be, your Rorys that end up shooting low, or your random Sam Burns, the guys that just have everything going for them. But on average, the course is going to play hard. So they're already removing some of the plays. We'll talk about why I like these now. I'm just going to go ahead and put them all in my cart. Sergio Garcia play is gone. 73 now. So I'll just have this in here for now, just so we can talk about it. Thank you, Zeke. Your Discord helped me. You're welcome. They removed them. I think they only removed Sergio. But let's go ahead and talk about why I like these, okay? So this is basically how you played the round today, because all -5s are not built equally. If you shoot a -5 and you hit every single ball to 3 feet, but you only shoot -5 because you're missing a bunch of weird putts, wacky reasons, that's a better round like that's better form than shooting -5 because you drained a putt from 95 feet because that's unpredictable. Or you chip in from the bunker. Basically, what this does is it breaks down how you're actually playing, not just based on your scores. Okay. So, the guys that I faded, Danny Willett. This is strokes gained ball striking. This is the most important stat. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. This strokes gained BS is, in my opinion, the most important stat in golf. Now, at Augusta, this around the green does matter too. So you could look at strokes gained tee to green because that calculates all three of these. Let me find tee to green. Tee to green. So we're going to talk about tee to green. Danny Willett lost 4.25 strokes to the field tee to green. Danny Willett is not a great golfer. He's 38 years old. He's won the Masters before, so that's how he gets into these tournaments. You can see he won the Masters in 2016, but he's not really playing good golf. Like T56 cut, T42 cut, withdrew. These are on like the DP World Tour. He's getting cut. He's not, and these are all like, none of those are big events that he's getting cut from. You know, like it's not the Players because he's not getting into those. He's just not good at golf right now. Round one, he played awful. Minus 4.26 strokes gained tee to green. If I think the scoring average is going to be around 74, if Danny plays this exact round tomorrow, he loses 4.26 strokes tee to green and is even on putting. He doesn't gain, he doesn't lose. That's a 78 projection. Obviously, I don't think you can't project someone to. I mean, that's almost the worst in the field. Danny Willett right here. That's almost the worst in the field. Tee to green. You can't project him to be almost worse in the field every time, right? But he's going to be very bad. So I really like that. The Danny Willett over 73.5. Not hitting the ball good. It bumped 74, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about 73.5. Really good. I think the scoring average is 74, so if Danny Willett somehow hits the ball average to the Masters field, not average to him, average to the Masters field, he should still like cash his 73.5 prop, assuming he putts evenly as well, because putting is the most variant stat in the world. The next guy I took was Brian Campbell. Now Brian Campbell actually hit the ball decent today. You can see if we just look at pure strokes gained ball striking right here. That's this category. He lost to the field. And this was, in my opinion, the perfect, like, everything went right for Brian Campbell in this round. If you do not know about Brian Campbell, he swings a literal pool noodle. Look at his driving distance off the tee. He's a 33-year-old. He just broke through on the PGA Tour like last year. His distance, he is better than 0%. He is the slowest and shortest player on the PGA Tour in driving distance. That is a terrible course fit for Augusta. He is hitting 200-plus yard approaches into every single hole, basically. And then he has to chip around the greens, and he's not great around the greens. He's really just a good putter, and he's accurate, which accuracy does help. But everything went right for Brian Campbell today. Everything. And he shot a 71, and that's with him, if you were watching, on hole number 1, he threw a dart. You can have that birdie, bro. We're good. Hole number 2, he chipped in from around the green. He had missed the green for his third, so he's chipping for birdie off the green because he laid up and missed the green and chipped in. That's bullshit. That's not going to happen again, more than likely. And then putting. He gained 1.4 strokes on this hole. 1.8 of them came with his putter. He drove it to the center of the fairway, but because he hits it 250 yards, he didn't even gain off the tee. Hit a terrible approach shot and gained 1.8 strokes putting because he banged a 40-footer from Narnia. I've never seen someone make a putt from where he was. He was on the back right of the green. There was like a front center green or front center pin. I'm sure people have made it. I'm just saying, like, those are not putts you make because it's so sloped there. Crazy putt. And then after that, he just struggled. Right here, it looks like he made a long putt again. Hit a decent approach shot as well. Lost around the green. So probably just hit something close to around the green on 15. Hit a terrible chip and then made like a 13-footer for birdie. But everything went right for Brian Campbell. He's super short off the tee. He's not good approach. You just saw his shot profile. I'll pull it up real quick one more time. You're telling me that the profile where he is the worst driving distance in the world, basically on the PGA Tour, he's terrible from every single approach, he's terrible around the green, is at Augusta, and he's below what I think the field average is, or he's at the field average. Let's say it only plays to 72.5. Brian Campbell should not be at the field average. That line makes zero sense. Brian Campbell is one of the worst golfers in the field, besides all the old farts that have won 40 years ago and they're just playing there for fun. He's really bad at golf. I faded him today and it lost, but I don't care. He's really bad at golf. And the last one we took was Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia gained 0.8 strokes ball striking. He was just really good around the green. He probably chipped in or something based on, so 0.69 around the green. So he chipped in on 8, it looks like. Or he stuck it to literally like 2 inches. And then same thing here. But Sergio Garcia is not the best golfer in his current form. He's another one of these like 45-year-olds that got in because he won the Masters in... It's not going to say up here. 2017. Won the Masters in 2017. Short off the tee now. He's accurate, but he's short off the tee. Not the best putter. Not great around the greens. And he's 72.5. I could not believe that they posted Sergio Garcia at 72.5. If you go look at the other names that are at 72.5, a Nikolai Højgaard, who's playing in the Ryder Cup, who is very talented at golf, and Adam Scott, who's won here before, who's playing on the PGA Tour and competing, very good at golf. Jacob Bridgman, who's won twice or once and was really close, I don't remember, on the PGA Tour. Maverick McNeely playing really good. JJ Spawn won last week. Terrell Hatton's a much better player than Sergio Garcia at this point. Chris Gotterup, 2-time PGA Tour winner this year. He's at the same line as Sergio Garcia. This Sergio Garcia prop made no sense to me. Justin Thomas, Sepp Straka. Like, if you look at the guys that are at 72.5, there is one guy that is way worse than everybody else, and it was Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia used to be at the 73.5 lines like these guys. He wasn't, so I played that. What's up, Finn? And then the Thomas versus Harry Hall square. So, Justin Thomas hit the ball pretty well, gained 1.3 strokes ball striking. Justin Thomas just came back from injury like 3 weeks ago. So, I don't really care about this. I'm just mentioning it. I didn't use this in my research, but you got to imagine as he plays more, his injury is going to hurt him more. Like, he gets tired easily because he's not as in shape. But the real reason why I played was Harry Hall hit the ball very well. Gained 2.29 strokes ball striking, so he gained more than Justin Thomas did. Lost around the green and putting. Harry Hall is an amazing putter. And he's also amazing around the green. He is basically the best around the green and best putter on the PGA Tour. And then if you go look at his birdie stats, all this fucker does is make birdies, bro. Harry Hall, I don't even have to scroll. Number 3, you can see Justin Thomas is number 4 or 5. But Harry Hall, number 1. You go to 2 years ago. Harry Hall right here. Justin Thomas is going to be somewhere near the top, but he's not at the top. Harry Hall is a dog when it comes to making birdies. That's all he does. Justin Thomas was 32nd that year. And we do not need Harry Hall to make more birdies than Justin Thomas. We just need him to keep up with JT. They can tie because we're getting the 0.5 on our side here, right? We're going Justin Thomas less than, so that means if they both get 4, we cash. And I don't know how it's split like this, bro. There we go. Harry Hall shot a +5 today. The cut line is going to be +5, maybe +4. But you got to think, if you're Harry Hall, you're T65, you are going to bed tonight saying, this is my first Masters. I'm going out tomorrow, and I want to make the freaking cut, dude. Like, I want to play an entire week at Augusta. This is what kids dream about. This is what adults dream about. He wants to play an entire round. He's going to go out there, and he's going to go at pins when he can. He's going to go at every single par 5 because he knows he needs to make birdies. You look at Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas is tied 17th right now. He's even par. Justin Thomas is in it to win it still. He's only 5 shots off the lead. And at Augusta, you don't need to make a ton of birdies to get those 5 shots to get to T1. You just need to play smart golf. Justin Thomas has played here before. He knows this. Versus Harry Hall, who's like, if I play even par to 1 over, like if I just, lay up to the center of the green every time basically and, only hit 3 or 4 putts and make a couple of bogeys, that's questionable if I make the cut. JT knows he can hit at the center of the green, attack when he wants, and he'll still be in the mix of it. regardless, though, both of them are aggressive players. Harry Hall makes a ton of birdies. I don't think that they should be, or I think that they should be at the same birdie projection. I think they're supposed to be like 3.5. I don't know what Justin Thomas is on here. He's 3.5 as a goblin. Harry Hall is probably just 3.5 even. 3? Wow. That's not right. I don't think the JT Goblin's right, by the way. Like, I think he should probably be 3.5 even. And Harry Hall should be 3.5 even. So I don't think either one of those are right, but I wouldn't play either of them. Now, I know that someone told me you went 0-7 today. Is that true? No. I lost my 2 prize picks parlays, and then I cashed my better one for negative 0.2 units. Dude, Quentin Grimes, grab a fucking rebound. So, I like all those. Obviously, all of them are bumped now. If you're just tuning in, a Cam Smith over, I thought looked pretty good. A Hatton over I liked. A Corey Connors over I liked. They've been slowly adding more props to this board. So I'm going to scroll through here. Because every time I looked away, they would like add another player. Add 2 more players. McCarty at 73.5. Like, Rasmus Højgaard and Matthew McCarty are probably better golfers, or at least the same tier Sergio Garcia at this point. I don't know why they put Sergio Garcia at 72.5. That's just a terrible line. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Kurt Kitayama literally tied for the lead, or close to the lead. I don't remember who's. It's Burns and Rory, so he's -3. T3, and he's at the same line as Sergio. Makes no sense. All these look like so all these are still the same. So there's a Cameron Smith that I liked, because Cameron Smith did not hit the ball good at all. Cameron Smith lost 2.3 strokes ball striking. Hatton, I think, barely gained. Yeah, Hatton gained 0.8. There's another one, Connors. Connors played terrible. Yeah, so like a Corey Connors and a Cam Smith, I like. The issue is like you're only getting 2.6x. So if I could go on like underdog and get a better payout for that, I would. But last I checked, underdog did not have any of these guys. Sick website, underdog. So Masters, I can't even. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say I can't even click strokes. Strokes. Right. Let's see. Most of these are looking decent. Like they're priced correctly. Yeah, and they don't have the bums up, which sucks. I like betting on the bums that are just gonna struggle. I like these two. I'm gonna have a Twitter play. I know that was a short stream, but I was really just coming on to show you the play that I just submitted. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna post a Twitter free play. I'm probably gonna post the slip from the live stream as one of them, and then I'll post one more tomorrow morning or something. Maybe tonight. It depends when I find it. But that's it. I know it was just a 20-minute stream, but Masters Week had to log on, talk about some parlays. All right. Thank you guys.